Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing, you can see it, we're playing F1 2020 again, as we skip through a whole lot of shit and get to the Vietnam Grand Prix. So last race went pretty well, the first race went pretty well as well. So we're into race 3 now, and as I said, it's Vietnam, very power consuming track, and let's see how it goes, because I have no clue how fast we are on the straights with no downforce at all, and we're going to have a setup that is very low downforce. But going into the first practice, I will switch all my engine parts all the way back to the last old engine parts, so we don't wear them out before the race, because as I said, it's a very power demanding track. So it's very important that we have all the horsepower that we can get. So we just have maybe a bit of power advantage over some of the other cars. But yeah, I'm very excited for this race, because I have never driven this track before. I have never raced on this track before. This is the first race ever on this track, and yeah, after the first qualifying, we just finished P16. So I skipped through the qualifying to shorten out the run, so we can see the more action in this race, because there's gonna be a lot of action. I can tell you that. This was a very nice race. But you can see the strategies in front of me. I have two options, going on to mediums at the end or going on to the soft at the end. And I was thinking about both strategies a lot, because I'm the type that really wants to push all the way through. So we took this medium tires at the end, but we're starting now. 5 red lights, and we're off. And we get off to actually a pretty good start. For once. So we overtake people before the first turn, and we into P15 now, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10th position into turn 1, but we go around the outside of two other people. We're free wide into this corner, and we're still going around the outside of the Pink Mercedes and the Renault, and we overtake both of them. But I think it's Stroll that's fighting back. Stroll is fighting back into the 5th corner, I think it is, and we're side by side into this corner. And will he dive down the inside? Yeah, he will, but we're trying to stick around the outside, just squeeze him out into the turn, and we're into P10 now. That's actually points. That's points, not even through the first sector. But going on to the first straight now, and this is where we can see how good our engine is. And cutting on later to the straight, they are very slow in front of me. I'm diving down the inside into this hairpin, and then just overtaking Sainz, and we're into P9 now as we get a bit of oversteer out of the turn. But cutting on to lap 3 now. This is the next time there's action, and Sainz fighting back on us with his Renault engine in his McLaren F1 car, and we're side by side into this last corner. And let's see, he dives down the inside, and maybe I can stick it around the outside. But I go off track and get a bit of oversteer, and I lose the position. But yeah, and Ocon dives down the inside of me as well. Can we keep the position now into this corner? No. So Ocon has overtaken me back, and we are actually into P11 now, out of the points before lap 3. So it's still a good start, but I would really have loved to have kept the position, the P9. I really would like that, to get some points in the first race. But let's see if we maybe can fight back later in the race. So cutting on to lap 4 now. Ocon and Sainz side by side, so maybe we can get in on the action here. They're going side by side through this hairpin that they overtook me last time. But I get a bit of oversteer and a bit more oversteer out of the corner. The car is very unstable in low speeds. But yeah, I almost got a chance to overtake both of them there, but yeah, no chance again. But diving on the inside of that corner, and we're into P10 now. So Sainz went very slow into that corner. I have to avoid him and actually just cut right through the corner, and yeah, I'm into P10 now. I think it wasn't that fair of an overtake, but yeah, I'll take it in time. I'll take it in time. But on the straight now, in the DRS zone, and with Ocon, and we're going around the outside of him into this corner, and again into the hairpin, going into first gear, trying not to get wheel spin, and we're into P9 now. So we're back where we started before, like back where we started on lap lap 1. So yeah, but they're cutting on to lap 7 now. They're fighting back at me again. This is just a Titanic battle, man. So Ocon is going around the outside of me, and Sainz is actually trying to dive down the inside as well, but I just keep the position with a bit oversteer out of that corner, and yeah, I lost the position to Ocon, but we're into P10 now. So I'm actually happy with that 1 point. That's pretty good for this car. So but maybe later on to the next lap, on lap 8, we can get a chance again, because I feel like this car is not like wearing out the tires very fast. So maybe we can get a chance with the overtake button, and maybe some DRS into the hairpin again. Maybe we can overtake him. Let's see. Ocon in P9, me in P10. He goes to the left, go to the right, I go to the right, and we go into the hairpin now, trying to outbrake him into this corner, going to the first gear just to get it turned, and we just overtake him around the outside with the better grip, and as our tires go down to 50% on the rear. So pretty nice overtake there, pretty nice overtake. But he comes back at me on the next lap, and Sainz as well, no, Perez actually, both through. And as Hamilton tries as well, but I dive down the inside of Perez again, and maybe I can keep it, but no, I'm into P8 now, but Hamilton has pitted, so actually I'm in P9, but no, actually I think I'm actually in P10, because Perez just overtook me. So P10 it is. But going through here and going through these S's, I think I'm gonna pit this lap, because the tires are going to go off, and the guys in front of me pits as well. So we dive into the pits and just get slowed down, just enough to get into the pits without a penalty. But yeah, this pit is very long, so we're gonna lose a lot of time by pitting on this track. I should maybe have tried to go to medium and then hard, just to cut out the last pit stop. But yeah, we're going for this 2-stopper as we go into the pit stop now. Let's see how fast my guys can change the tires and go out again. Let's see, 2.5, but I misclick and I actually get a very slow pit stop. But we get out in front of Perez, because he had a slow pit stop as well. So we're actually into P17 now, but let's see when we go through a bit of laps where we end up when all the pit stops are gone. But we come out right behind Gasly and Russell in P14 and 13 with DRS open. Maybe we can dive down the inside. I think they have old tires, so maybe we can dive down the inside on the first tires, but we just think better of it and sticks right behind Russell. But we have the better grip, and we dived up the inside of this, in this roundabout, and we're into P14 now. But do we have enough? Yeah, we're in 6/10 of Gasly, so maybe we can overtake him into the hairpin if we just get the DRS open and get into the slipstream now in rich mode, burning all the fuel and going around the outside of Gasly, maybe overtaking a bit around the outside, and yes, we overtook him with the better grip around the outside of the hairpin. But yeah, cutting on to lap 17 now, a lot later. Yeah, Stroll has catched up to me, and he's actually fighting a lot with me on when we go on this last 10 laps. So let's see if we can keep the position. We're in P9 now, so I'm actually really happy with the position we have at the moment. But the tires are going to starting to fall off, and I'm trying to stretch them as much as possible and still keeping my position, because I know that at least the guys behind me, some of them has pitted, but some of them hasn't. So maybe we can keep the position if we get a fast pit stop and a fast on the last medium tires. So let's see. Ricardo have catched up to me now. We're on the straight, and let's see if we can yeah, just lift off the gas because I wanted to slipstream so I didn't get overtaken by Stroll as well. So a bit of mind games there, but getting the slipstream off the straight and maybe keeping a position from Stroll. We're trying to hold it around the outside, but we couldn't keep it. But trying to make a switch back, but we get oversteer and a lot more oversteer, a lot of oversteer. But yeah, we lost the position. After that, I dived into the pit to get on some fresh tires to go to the end, the last 9 laps, and we went on to the medium tires. So yeah, maybe we can catch up to some people in front. But yeah, already on lap 21, 2 laps later, we catch up to Stroll's teammate Perez in the Pink Mercedes as well. So let's see if we can take him. He's on older tires and he get a bit of oversteer there. So we have the DRS now in the slipstream, pushing the overtake button and into rich mix. And yeah, we just fly right past him and go into P14 now. Let's see. Next up is Kvyat, and 2 laps later we've caught up to Gasly. Actually, Kvyat has overtaken Gasly, so Gasly is the next to overtake, and we're going into the slipstream now again. Turning off overtake because I think we can overtake him without that button on. But yeah, with the DRS we fly right past him as well, and we're into P13 now. As the tires are starting to feel a bit off, but we're still faster than the guys in front. So if I just keep away the oversteer, these tires will go to the end just fine. But cutting on to the second last lap, we're right behind Kvyat. Maybe we can make a very late dive into this last corner of the straight. But we can, but he gets a very, very bad exit as well as me. And yeah, I couldn't overtake him. But cutting on to the next lap now, we get a really, really, really good exit out of the roundabout. And we're onto the straight now in rich mode, in minus fuel. And with the DRS home, we fly just right past him. But he's still there, maybe we can keep it. He's just trying to dive around the outside into the hairpin, but we just fight him off, and we into P12. And that's actually the position we end in, because I couldn't catch Stroll with these few laps on the last tire. And yeah, we finish in P12. So I'm pretty happy with that position. That's really good. I started 16th, and it's a power track, and I get the driver of the day as well. So I'm really, really happy with that. So yeah, my teammate finished P20, so it wasn't that well for him. I will start to think about upgrading the facilities so he gets better. But as the last time, they interviewed me about going through the field, and I thought about this again, because the development of the car really depends on these interviews. So you really have to think about what you choose here, and I chose the power department because I think we just needed a bit more power advantage. And I just answered some random there. But the collisions, this is the place where you really have to answer the thing that is neutral. If there isn't a choice, it's about choosing the department that has the highest, like the department that likes you the most. So yeah, I think I made a mistake here. No, I actually chose it. I remembered wrongly, but I chose the power delivery as well, just to get a neutral relationship with the power development team. But as you can see, my rival, I beat him 4-2, and the teammate, I think we're halfway through level 4, and I only earned $50,000. But that was actually the race this day. Thank you very much for watching. We're still in the fight for fifth position in the championship. So stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. It helps out a lot. And if you like the video, please leave a like. I would really like to see some feedback on these videos, because I really enjoy making them. So this was the video for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. That is probably it's China. So see you in the next one. Peace out.